It's a fairly logical assumption that Jesus used a cup at the meal, and of course, anything from the Last Supper, anything Jesus actually touched would be incredibly valuable.
What if I told you that some of the world's most terrifying artifacts, books, and relics are not just lost in time, they're hiding dark secrets?
It's easy to see a variety of ways in which the Book of the Dead and Egyptian culture have influenced the Bible.
These eerie objects have haunted the minds of those who discovered them, sparking fear, obsession, and mystery. From cursed tombs to forbidden knowledge, what could they reveal if we dare to look closer? Let's risk our lives and find out. What you're looking at is considered to be the final resting place of Jesus of Nazareth, but I say considered because despite the claims, no one has been able to definitively prove it. In 1980, a tomb was discovered in Jerusalem, sparking debates and speculation that it might be the burial site of Christ himself. The tomb, which features a number of ossuaries, includes inscriptions that some argue match names from the New Testament, including Jesus, Mary Magdalene, and even Joseph. However, despite the intriguing details, many scholars and archaeologists remain skeptical. Some believe the names on the ossuaries could be common ones for the time, and there's no concrete evidence linking the tomb to Jesus. Critics argue that the tomb could be simply another ancient burial site that was misinterpreted. Over the decades, the arguments surrounding this tomb have been heated, but no conclusive proof has emerged, leaving the mystery of Jesus' final resting place unsolved. Pharaoh's cursed tomb.
Howard Carter and his patron Lord Carnarvon finally discovered the last resting place of Tutankhamun.
The tomb of Tutankhamun, discovered by archaeologist Howard Carter in 1922, is infamous for the so-called Curse of the Pharaohs. This curse supposedly caused the deaths of several people involved in the excavation, including Lord Carnarvon, the financial backer of the expedition, who died shortly after the tomb was opened. Over the years, other members of the team, as well as those who came into contact with the tomb's contents, allegedly suffered untimely deaths. The idea of a curse stems from an ancient inscription found inside the tomb that warned of death to anyone who disturbed the king's rest. While skeptics believe the deaths were purely coincidental, many still wonder if there was something more sinister at play. Some even speculate that the tomb held far darker secrets than just the pharaoh's mummified remains. In addition to the alleged curse, the tomb itself contained treasures of immense value, and researchers have long debated the real purpose of these items, whether they were part of a magical or spiritual practice meant to protect Tutankhamun in the afterlife. The mystery surrounding the tomb continues to intrigue historians, treasure hunters, and conspiracy theorists alike, fueling speculation about ancient powers and lost knowledge.
Nobody had ever seen this before. A pharaoh laid exactly as he had been by the priests.
Sinister Hand. The Hand of Glory is one of the creepiest legends to come out of old European folklore. It's said to be the preserved hand of a man who was executed, often by hanging. People believed that if you lit the fingers of this hand like candles, or used it to hold a special candle, it could do strange and terrifying things. Some stories claim it could put everyone in a house into a deep sleep, while others say it could unlock any door, allowing thieves to steal without being caught. The idea of this mysterious object has fascinated people for centuries, but no one knows if it ever really existed. Still, the tales about its strange powers have been passed down, making it one of the most chilling legends in history. Golden Chest.
The Israelites build a holy vessel, a sacred box, to hold these tablets of the commandments. It's called the Ark of the Covenant.
The Ark of the Covenant is an artifact shrouded in mystery and legend, its story intertwined with ancient history and divine power. According to the Bible, it was a sacred chest crafted from acacia wood and overlaid with gold. The Ark was said to house the 10 Commandments, the stone tablets given to Moses on Mount Sinai, but it was not just a religious symbol. It was also believed to possess supernatural power, capable of destroying armies, causing walls to collapse, and bringing down divine wrath on those who dared to touch it without permission. After the Ark vanished from historical records during the Babylonian conquest of Jerusalem in 586 BCE, its whereabouts have been the subject of intense speculation. Some theories claim it is hidden deep within the heart of Ethiopia, carefully guarded by monks in the Church of St. Mary of Zion. Others suggest it is buried beneath the Temple Mount in Jerusalem, its secrets locked away for centuries. Despite numerous expeditions and attempts to locate it, the Ark remains lost to history, its power and mystery continuing to capture the imagination of adventurers, scholars, and mystics alike.
For 4 centuries, The ark in the temple becomes the center, sort of thrumming heart of the kingdom of Israel.
Staff of Moses.
He was given many precious gifts over the years, and one of the things that evidently he was given was the staff of Moses.
A simple shepherd's staff transformed into an instrument of divine power. The staff of Moses, according to the Bible, was the tool by which Moses parted the Red Sea, summoned plagues upon Egypt, and drew water from a rock in the desert. Some accounts describe the staff as being made from a sacred tree, possibly from the Garden of Eden. Others believe it carried inscriptions of divine knowledge. Though its existence remains unverified, countless treasure hunters have searched for it, believing it holds untapped power. Some theories even connect it to other religious artifacts, like the Ark of the Covenant. Was the staff a symbol of faith, a misunderstood ancient technology, or a relic infused with supernatural force? Its mystery continues to captivate both believers and skeptics.
Moses, take your staff, hold it over the waters, and the waters will part.
Spear of Destiny.
Across many cultures have believed in the power of the Spear of Destiny.
Also known as the Holy Lance, is one of history's most mysterious and powerful relics. According to Christian tradition, it was the spear used by a Roman centurion named Longinus to pierce Jesus Christ's side during the crucifixion, drawing both blood and water. This act turned the spear into an artifact believed to carry divine power. Legend suggests that whoever wields the spear will hold immense authority and victory in battle, but losing it could lead to disaster. Throughout history, several rulers, including Constantine the Great and Charlemagne, were said to have possessed the spear. These leaders attributed their military successes and reigns to its mystical power. However, the most infamous connection comes from Adolf Hitler, who reportedly sought the spear during World War II, believing it would secure his ultimate victory. After the war, the spear was recovered by Allied forces, but debates remain over its authenticity. Today, one version of the Spear of Destiny resides in a museum in Vienna, Austria, though some believe it is merely a replica and the real artifact is hidden. Whether a symbol of faith, a weapon of power, or a myth, the Spear of Destiny continues to captivate and mystify the world.
All of your great victories are going to be as nothing. You will just fall.
The Holy Grails. It is one of the most famous and mysterious artifacts in history, shrouded in legend and intrigue. It is traditionally believed to be the cup Jesus Christ used at the Last Supper, and later the vessel that caught his blood during the crucifixion. This sacred relic is said to possess miraculous powers, including healing the sick, granting eternal life, and providing divine wisdom to those who seek it. The Grail has inspired countless stories and quests throughout history, most famously the tales of King Arthur and his knights, who devoted themselves to finding this holy relic. Whether depicted as a physical chalice or a spiritual symbol, its meaning varies across cultures and interpretations. Some suggest it represents divine enlightenment or the search for ultimate truth, while others believe it to be a tangible artifact hidden in a secret location. Despite exhaustive searches by historians, adventurers, and treasure hunters, the Holy Grail's existence and true nature remain unproven. Is it buried beneath a church, hidden in a forgotten tomb, or merely a creation of human imagination? The Grail's enduring legend continues to fuel fascination, blending faith, mystery, and the eternal quest for something greater.
It's a fairly logical assumption that Jesus used the cup at the meal, and of course, anything from the Last Supper, anything Jesus actually touched would be incredibly valuable.
Glenberry Thorn.
Christian and pre-Christian sites of pilgrimage, a thin place, deeply rooted in mythologies, everything from King Arthur and Avalon through to the Holy Grail and Jesus himself.
In the heart of Glastonbury, England, stands a tree shrouded in myth, the Glastonbury Thorn. According to legend, this tree grew from the staff of Joseph of Arimathea, who brought it to the British Isles after the crucifixion of Christ. What makes it truly strange is its unique blooming pattern. Unlike typical hawthorn trees, the Glastonbury Thorn flowers twice a year, once in spring and again in winter, aligning with Christmas. For centuries, locals and pilgrims have believed the tree possesses miraculous healing properties. During the English Civil War, Puritans destroyed the original tree, but cuttings were preserved and replanted. Even today, its blossoms are sent to the Queen each Christmas. Is this tree simply a botanical anomaly, or does it hold deeper, mystical power tied to its sacred origins?
We should say that this tree is one of 6 around the town. and it flowers twice a year. It seems to know when it's Christmas and when it's Easter. Isn't that clever?
Nazi bells.
This, some say, was the Wunderwaffe, the wonder weapon. A weapon so powerful, so exotic.
During World War II, rumors swirled of a terrifyingly advanced Nazi experiment known as Die Glock, or the Bell. Shaped like a giant metallic bell, this alleged secret weapon was said to harness anti-gravity, manipulate time, or bend space-time itself. Descriptions came from Polish intelligence officer Witold Pilecki and later writings by Igor Witkowski, but no physical evidence of the bell has ever been found. Eyewitnesses described it emitting a strange glowing light during its tests, while others claimed it caused mysterious deaths among its handlers. After the war, Die Glock vanished without a trace, leading to theories that it was dismantled, destroyed, or even used in a successful time travel experiment. What was the true purpose of this bizarre project? Its story remains one of World War II's most enduring mysteries.
A great deal of evidence that suggests that the scientists, including Hermann Oberth and Werner von Braun and others, were working on a bell-shaped craft that was electromagnetic in its propulsion system.
Devil's Bible. A single book so massive it could only be created with supernatural help, or so the legend goes. The Codex Gigas, also known as the Devil's Bible, is one of the most mysterious and chilling manuscripts in history. This massive book, measuring nearly 3 feet long and weighing over 165 pounds, is said to have been written by a single monk in the 13th century. According to legend, the monk, facing punishment for breaking his vows, made a desperate pact with the devil to finish the book in one night. The result is a tome of startling size and content, including a full Latin Bible, medical texts, historical accounts, and even magical incantations. But what truly sets the Codex Gigas apart is its disturbing illustration of Satan. In a striking full-page image, the devil is depicted as a grotesque figure sitting in a hellish landscape. This unsettling inclusion has led many to speculate that the book is not just a religious manuscript, but a cursed artifact, potentially created through dark and supernatural means. Throughout history, the Codex has been surrounded by legends of bad luck and misfortune for those who came into possession of it. Some believe the book's sinister aura is a result of its origin, perhaps an unholy deal struck with the devil himself. Whatever the truth, the Codex Gigas continues to captivate and disturb, a physical reminder of humanity's dark fascination with the supernatural and the unknown. Unreadable book.
Manuscript is a handwritten book that you can see here. It shows text around all kinds of illustrations, some of them showing people, some of them showing astrological or what seems to be astrological symbols.
This manuscript, known as Voyage Manuscript, is a book no one can read, and that's what makes it so strange. Found in 1912 by a man named Wilfrid Voynich, the book is filled with writing in a language that no one has ever been able to decode. On top of that, its pages are full of bizarre drawings, plants that don't exist, strange symbols, and weird figures that look like something out of a dream. Some people think it's an elaborate prank, while others believe it might be a guide to secret knowledge from a lost civilization, or even aliens. Experts and codebreakers have been trying to figure it out for over 100 years, but it remains a complete mystery. Whether it's a hoax or something real, the Voynich manuscript keeps its secrets well hidden.
People have tried to make sense of this seemingly undecipherable language. You can see here, this is from the Wikipedia article. We have tried to link the symbols to specific letters, but by no means is this a reliable way of reading it.
Face of Jesus.
Shroud of Turin is this amazing relic. At bottom, it's a piece of cloth.
The Shroud of Turin is one of the most famous and controversial religious relics in history. It is a linen cloth bearing a faint, mysterious image of a man, believed by some to be Jesus Christ. According to tradition, the shroud was used to wrap the body of Jesus after his crucifixion, and its image is said to have been miraculously imprinted on the cloth during the resurrection. Despite being kept in Turin, Italy, and venerated by many as a sacred artifact, the shroud has been the subject of intense debate for centuries. In the 1980s, carbon dating tests concluded that the cloth originated from the medieval period, leading many to dismiss its connection to Christ. However, proponents of its authenticity argued that the dating process was flawed and that the shroud could be far older. Some also suggest that the image is supernatural, possibly created through divine intervention or an unknown physical process. The Shroud of Turin's mysterious origins and the nature of the image it bears continue to intrigue both believers and skeptics. Its enigmatic properties have inspired countless theories, ranging from claims of ancient advanced technology to the idea that it holds the key to understanding the nature of miracles and the divine.
When those guys came out with their carbon-14, they tested the wrong piece. Nobody's proved it a fake yet.
Tales of Sumerians.
Sumerian Tablets are probably one of the oldest form of written record that we have.
Known as Sumerian Tablets, they are some of the oldest writings in the world, and they tell fascinating stories about life thousands of years ago. These clay tablets were written by the Sumerians, an ancient civilization from Mesopotamia, and they talk about everything from daily life to their gods. But here's where it gets really interesting. Some of the stories describe gods who came down from the sky and gave humans knowledge. These gods, called the Anunnaki, are at the center of theories about ancient aliens. Some people believe the Sumerians were writing about beings from another world, while others think these were just myths. Either way, the detail in these writings is incredible, and they continue to spark debates about our past and what might really have happened.
Looking at here is a Sumerian tablet that actually shows the Tree of Life.
Egyptian Book of Dead.
If you don't know the correct answers, the correct thing to say at this point, you presumably are not going to be able to get through that gate and pass successfully into the next life.
It isn't just a book, it's a guide to help the dead find their way in the afterlife. Ancient Egyptians believed that life after death was full of challenges, so they wrote down spells and instructions to help the soul navigate the journey. This book is over 3,000 years old and was often buried with the dead to ensure safe passage. But some of the descriptions in the text have made people wonder if it's more than just mythology. It talks about gods arriving in dazzling forms and traveling through the stars, leading some to think it might describe ancient encounters with beings beyond Earth. Whether these stories are symbolic or something else entirely, Book of the Dead continues to fascinate anyone curious about ancient mysteries.
It's a litany of things that the deceased didn't do. So he says, I did not go out and murder anybody. I didn't steal anything. I didn't fool around with somebody's wife. I didn't do this, that, and the other thing. It's very informative and revealing about what probably a lot of Egyptians did do.
Nostradamus Prophecies.
It is well known that Nostradamus concealed the nature of his prophecies.
The Lost Book of Nostradamus is a collection of mysterious illustrations said to contain the famed prophet's most cryptic predictions. Each page features symbolic images that some believe point to events yet to come, including possible connections to alien knowledge. Found in the Vatican archives in the late 20th century, the book's authenticity is still debated, but its strange and often eerie content fuels wild theories. Some of the illustrations depict celestial objects and beings, leading many to wonder if Nostradamus had access to knowledge beyond his time. Others dismiss it as an elaborate forgery, whether tied to prophecy, extraterrestrial wisdom, or human imagination. This book continues to spark debates, leaving us to question its true origins and purpose.
He would have come into great conflict with the church if he put himself on a pedestal and be like Noah or Moses or people like this.
Book that never existed. What if a book could summon horrors from another world? The Necronomicon, first mentioned in H.P. Lovecraft's stories, are said to contain forbidden knowledge of ancient, powerful entities. Despite being labeled as fiction, rumors persist that the book is real, hidden in secret archives, or passed down through cults. Tales of summoning rituals, spells, and gateways to other dimensions haunt its legend. Some claim it originated in ancient Mesopotamia or Egypt, tying it to real-world esoteric practices. Even Lovecraft hinted that he might have been inspired by something unexplainable. Could the Necronomicon be a symbolic warning about humanity's hubris, or does it point to darker, hidden truths? For those daring enough to search, the line between fiction and reality blurs terrifyingly. Pseudomonarchia Demona. Would you dare read a book that teaches you how to summon demons? That's exactly what the Pseudomonarchia Demona claims to be, a 16th century guide to contacting powerful otherworldly beings. Written by Johann Weyer, it catalogs dozens of demons, their abilities, and the rituals to invoke them. Unlike other grimoires, this one presents a strange mix of warnings and practical advice, leaving readers to wonder about its true intent. While skeptics dismiss it as fiction, others suggest Weyer might have had access to ancient forbidden knowledge. Could his descriptions of these entities be based on real encounters, or was he drawing from older occult traditions lost to time? Whatever the case, this eerie book has left an undeniable mark on the world of dark magic and mystery. Only truth.
Know the only truth, right? It's from a guy.
The book whispered about but rarely seen. No, the only truth is said to hold the key to life's greatest mysteries, if it even exists. Written centuries ago by Sebastian Santisteban, the book is rumored to contain codes, cryptic messages, and answers to questions no one dares ask. Some believe it reveals forbidden knowledge about humanity's origins or the universe itself. Others claim it contains warnings so dangerous its contents have been hidden away. While no verified copies have ever surfaced, whispers of its existence persist in secret circles. Is it a myth, a metaphor, or a terrifying reality for those bold or reckless enough to search? No, the only truth is said to be both enlightening and life-altering, but are some truths best left undiscovered? Tintani Stone.
I was very fortunate to get a piece of Tintani stone.
Revered as a wish-fulfilling jewel, the Tintani stone appears in ancient Hindu and Buddhist texts, described as a glowing, otherworldly artifact, said to have fallen from the heavens. Some believe it to be a fragment of a meteorite or even an alien relic. Legends say it grants immense power, wisdom, or enlightenment to those who possess it, but only to those deemed worthy. Tibetan monks reportedly guarded it for centuries, believing its energy could reshape reality. Others speculate it was hidden to prevent its misuse. Theories also link the stone to the Philosopher Stone or the Holy Grail, suggesting it's part of a universal legend of ultimate knowledge. Whether celestial gift or myth, the Tintani Stone story lingers as a tantalizing clue to something beyond human understanding.
Apparently, it has connections to Shambhala.
Elixir of Life.
Stone that helps transmute metals into gold. It's equated with the elixir of life, which imbues people with immortality.
The Philosopher's Stone is a legendary substance that has intrigued humanity for centuries. Alchemists believed it had the power to transmute base metals into gold and provide the elixir of life, granting immortality. This mythical object became the ultimate goal of alchemical research during the Middle Ages and Renaissance. Figures like Nicholas Flamel, an alchemist whose name became synonymous with the stone, fueled the legend, though no verifiable evidence of its existence has ever been found. Some scholars argue the Philosopher's Stone may have been a metaphor for spiritual enlightenment or personal transformation rather than a literal object. Regardless, its association with eternal life and unimaginable wealth has cemented its place in history as a symbol of humanity's quest for ultimate knowledge and power, blending science, mysticism, and legend.
The effect of the Philosopher's Stone on the human body, supposedly, was that it could extend human life to its utmost extent.
Riddle me this.
Never before had anything like this been seen in Egypt. No colossal statue this size, this scale existed.
The Great Sphinx of Giza is an ancient monument shrouded in mystery. Carved from limestone, it is believed to represent the face of a pharaoh, possibly Khafre, but its exact origins and purpose remain hotly debated. Some theories suggest it predates the pyramids by thousands of years, built by a lost civilization with advanced knowledge. Legends claim the Sphinx guards hidden chambers or tunnels beneath it, possibly containing ancient texts or treasures. Modern technology has uncovered anomalies under the structure, but access remains restricted, adding to the intrigue. Some even speculate about extraterrestrial involvement, linking the Sphinx to cosmic mysteries. Whether a guardian, a tomb, or a key to unlocking ancient secrets, the Sphinx stands as a symbol of humanity's enduring fascination with the unknown.
The combination of the human head with the lion body symbolizes supreme strength and power, as in many cultures, the lion is the symbol, is the king of the beasts.
Lost Scrolls.
Biblical here cautiously, because the Bible as a concept didn't exist at the time.
The Dead Sea Scrolls are one of the most significant archaeological discoveries of the 20th century. Found in caves near the Dead Sea in the 1940s, these ancient manuscripts date back over 2,000 years. They include parts of the Hebrew Bible and other texts that shed light on Jewish life and beliefs during the Second Temple period. The scrolls' discovery raised profound questions about the origins of religious texts, as some passages differ from modern versions of the Bible. Theories about the scrolls' authorship vary, with many attributing them to the Essenes, a mysterious Jewish sect. Others suggest they were hidden during times of conflict to preserve sacred knowledge. The scrolls remain a source of fascination, offering glimpses into an ancient world while sparking debates about faith, history, and hidden truths.
The significance of the scrolls was initially lost on the people directly associated with them, and the scrolls were purchased by an antiquities dealer who later resold them.
Modern ancient device.
Was not recognized at all as being anything interesting when it was discovered. It was just a corroded lump about the size of a large dictionary.
The Antikythera mechanism is a remarkable ancient device discovered in 1901 in the wreck of a Greek ship off the coast of the island of Antikythera. Often referred to as the world's first analog computer, it consists of a series of bronze gears and dials that are thought to have been used for astronomical calculations, such as tracking the movements of the sun, moon, and planets. What makes the mechanism so astonishing is its complexity. It is far more advanced than any known technology from the time, leading some to question its true origins. The mechanism's intricate design suggests a level of craftsmanship and scientific understanding that was previously thought to be far beyond the capabilities of ancient Greece. Some believe that it may be evidence of lost ancient technologies, possibly even hinting at contact with advanced civilizations or extraterrestrial knowledge. Its discovery has sparked debates about the true history of technology and the extent of knowledge possessed by the ancients. Although much of its purpose is still not fully understood, the Antikythera mechanism stands as a powerful reminder that humanity's technological evolution may have had mysterious beginnings, and that ancient cultures may have achieved feats of engineering far ahead of their time.
I think it was conceived as a calculating machine that would calculate the theories they had. They had astronomical theories.
Rosetta Stone. During the turbulent years of his reign, Ptolemy V, a young Egyptian king, unknowingly left behind one of the most important discoveries in history, the Rosetta Stone. Discovered in 1799 by French soldiers during Napoleon's campaign in Egypt, this ancient tablet became the key to unlocking the long-lost secrets of Egyptian hieroglyphs. The stone features a decree inscribed in 3 different scripts: Greek, Demotic, and hieroglyphs. For centuries, Egypt's ancient language had remained a mystery, but the Greek inscription allowed linguists to finally decipher the symbols, revealing the rich history and culture of an ancient civilization. The Rosetta Stone is more than just a relic. It is a symbol of how language bridges time and cultures, unlocking the secrets of an entire civilization. Today, it stands as a testament to the resilience of Egypt and the power of knowledge. The stone continues to captivate people worldwide, reminding us of the deep connection between history, language, and the legacy of those who came before us.
We have to correct the mistakes of the past and correct the mistakes of the history because we cannot change it.
Topic of discussion for today's video. The Book of Enoch is one of the most intriguing and controversial texts in ancient religious history, often referred to as banned from the Bible. It is a collection of writings that were excluded from most versions of the Holy Scriptures. The book delves into the story of angels, known as the Watchers, who descended from the heavens and interacted with humans, teaching them forbidden knowledge, skills like metalworking and the art of warfare. These teachings are believed to have corrupted humanity, leading to the birth of the Nephilim, a race of giants born from the union of angels and humans. The text offers a unique perspective on cosmic events, describing heavenly realms, the fate of fallen angels, and the coming judgment of the wicked. Some interpret the Watchers as ancient alien visitors, with their forbidden knowledge being seen as technology far ahead of its time. Others argue the Book of Enoch is more symbolic, offering a view of religious and spiritual teachings from a distant past. Despite being excluded from the canon of most Christian Bibles, the Book of Enoch has had a lasting impact on religious thought, fueling speculation and wonder about the true nature of the world, the existence of extraterrestrial beings, and the hidden knowledge of ancient civilizations. Its mysteries remain unsolved to this day. What do you have to say about this? Share your thoughts in the comments, or think about it till we meet again in the next video. Thank you for watching.